I remember one of the stories you told me about. There's all these different guys that you took on the trip from Kansas City down to Oklahoma. There was a slew of them, but I remember one guy in particular that a couple of funny stories that always stick out in my mind. I think you remember who I'm talking about. One had to do with a pair of underwear, and the other one had to do with some tobacco.
Yes. That was, we had probably at least 12 to 15 guys that started coming from Kansas City on that fishing trip every year after the Phillips guys had quit. Mm-hmm. And one of them had his own boat and everything else, and then somebody would be with him in it. But we always had this one big room that we all slept in. Again, that was that great big room that we slept in. And the first part of the story is that we were all in there one night, and we were all sleeping and getting up in the morning, and this one guy, his wife had thought that he had lost some of his underwear on a previous trip, and so she had put his name in the underwear.
Like written his name on his underwear.
Right.
So he wouldn't lose his underwear.
So he wouldn't lose his underwear. And it was real early in the morning, and he was getting up, and so he couldn't find his underwear, and so he turned on a light up in the ceiling up there, and we were all kind of just laying there in bed looking, most of us was all awake and everything else, and he had a pair of his underwear, and he was holding it up to the light trying to see, I think, if his name was on there and everything. And I happened to be laying over there in the bed, and I just looked over there and I said, "Hey," I said, "the brown spot goes in back." And that just about broke up everybody in the whole place. It kind of woke up everybody. And so